The corner magicians and set piece kings have done it again in a series that ended Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1. Wow. Arsenal actually edged out Chelsea in that game yesterday to secure a 3 crucial points that see them increase their lead in the EPL table. Now, let's dive into this game proper. There were a lot of hot moments, chaotic moments, and controversial moments, and you cannot divorce these three situations from VAR and the referee. On the Chelsea part, they felt robbed by VAR and the referee. Now, there are two disturbing scenarios that you can actually use to support Chelsea fans' claim, and one is the fact that Hato was held by Arsenal midfielder Rice, stopping him from going for a corner ball. That is a clear penalty as far as Chelsea fans are concerned. And in my view too, I think it should have been a penalty. But VAR said no. VAR said no, we cannot give Chelsea this particular penalty call. The other one too was the other highlight where a lot of Arsenal fans were actually grabbing João Pedro, Chelsea striker, stopping him too from going to the ball. That scenario too should have been something VAR should have looked in, but VAR said no, we can't give it, we can't allow that to happen. So for Chelsea fans, they were robbed. Now, the other part of the game too that is very interesting too, is the red card to Neto. Pedro Neto was a yellow card. Maybe he forgot, and they had to give a very strong tackle. In my view, it was a clear red card, but Chelsea fans are saying no, that the ref was actually very harsh in giving him the second yellow card, having known that he was a yellow card previously. But that's the point. If you give a wrong tackle, you should collect a red card, no sentiment. You should collect a red card, no sentiment. So that particular red card, in my view, is justified for Neto. And then talking about Pedro Neto, if you look at that game yesterday, before the red card, he was not in the game. Pedro Neto was not in that game yesterday. He was completely below average. And now, if you analyze Pedro Neto game since this season, he's been off and on in terms of his performance. Now, when he's off, he plays like a low current electricity supply. That's how I can describe him. He won't contribute anything, just like what happened yesterday to Chelsea, success. And then when he's on, he plays like an overcurrent that will actually burst appliances in the house. That's how I can also describe him. So for me, he played below average yesterday, and that's a thing to be concerned about because he's also an integral part of Chelsea team. The next person, in my view, that played below average actually was Palmer. Without Palmer, Chelsea can't move because this team is built around Palmer. So when he has a dip in form, when he's not in form, when he's not playing very well, then it will have impact on Chelsea performance. That also happened yesterday. In that day, he was unable to hold ball. He was able to give good passes to the number 9 to be able to make use of it. He was able to do anything to be able to support the team properly yesterday. In my view, Palmer wasn't there. This affected Chelsea performance. The next person is Sanchez. Sanchez, the goalkeeper of Chelsea. I just don't know why Chelsea actually retained that guy. In the last window, Jeffrey, I've gotten a better goalkeeper. Before City bought Donnarumma, Chelsea was actually going for him. Wanted to go for him. They were also going for the AC Milan guy, goalkeeper. They couldn't grab any of these opportunities. Sanchez is a minus as far as Chelsea is concerned. That's my view. In my own view, arguably, that is for Chelsea. But in second half, Chelsea tried to come back into this game to see if they can be able to get a comeback and then secure a draw or a win. But it was not possible. It was not possible because of one factor, and I will explain that factor in this particular video. Now, let's go to Arsenal, the corner merchants. Arsenal did well as far as they are concerned. In that game yesterday, Arsenal were able to hold Chelsea, stop Chelsea from scoring, especially in the second half, and then secure 3 good points. These 3 points is very, very important to Arsenal. Extremely important because they have moved pressure back to City at the moment now. Yes, Arsenal have played one game ahead of every other team in EPL at the moment this season, but they have pushed the pressure back to City. That's what actually I just wanted to achieve. Get a draw or get a win in this game, especially a win. Put pressure back to City, and they achieved that. So I'm also going to, call out one particular player. But if I call out a particular player that did extremely well in Arsenal, that stopped Chelsea from scoring, let me also say this. The likes of Gabriel did extremely well. You can see what he did in the Arsenal first goal. He did something magical. Yes, he's the chairman of set pieces, and he executed that particular, act yesterday. He was able to head in that ball that gave Saliba opportunity to be able to, also throw a header to score that goal. Gabriel did extremely well. We have to give him kudos. Next person is Timber. People are actually underrating Timber in Arsenal. Timber is doing a lot of work in Arsenal. This guy overlaps. He does the same work that Kurela does. He overlaps to be able to support the attack and put pressure to the opponent. That's what he did yesterday. He also got a goal. That guy did very well. Kudos to him. But the main man for Arsenal yesterday was David Raya. Without Raya, Chelsea would have won that game. To be honest with you, there were 3 opportunities he seized and stopped Chelsea from scoring. Without Raya, Arsenal would have won that game yesterday. Raya is a stopper. In my view, Raya is the best goalkeeper in this season EPL. To be honest with you, he is the best, and I'm sure he's going to have the golden glove. Definitely, no person can stop him. That guy is good. He's an asset. Arsenal hold Raya. If you don't, Real Madrid will come for him. That guy is just too good. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching our video. See you in our next video. Bye.